안녕하세요. Today we're going to talk about the difference between 어떻게 and 어때요. While we practice writing or speaking Korean, we sometimes want to say the how sentences. But the problem is there are two kinds of how in Korean, which are 어때요 and 어떻게. So we don't know which we should put in sometimes. So because both 어때요 and 어떻게 can be translated into how. But you should know they are totally different. So we're going to find out. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to consider that you are using English. First, you will create the sentence you want to say in your head in English. Sample number 1. How can I get to the hospital? Then you will translate each word into Korean. How? 어떻게 or 어때요? 할 수 있다. 제가 가다 병원에. Now you have to assemble these words in correct order. This is where the problem occurs. If you want to use the expression how, you should choose either 어떻게 or 어때요. How can you do it? Okay, so sample number 2. How was the trip from London to Seoul? You will also translate each word into Korean. 어떻게 or 어때요? WC어요? 여행 런던에서 서울까지. Now we put things together in order. Then here comes the same problem. How can you choose Korean here? Do you realize the difference between 어떻게 and 어때요 here? The biggest difference between 어떻게 and 어때요 is the difference between an adverb and an adjective. Let me say it again. The biggest difference between 어떻게 and 어때요 is the difference between an adverb and an adjective. 어떻게 is an adverb. Simple. Just like using an adverb when speaking English, you can use 어떻게 in Korean. As an adverb, 어떻게 can be placed anywhere in the sentence. So it doesn't matter if it comes at the beginning or before the verb. But the problem is 어때요. First of all, 어때요 always comes at the end of the sentence. Oh, much easier. The place is easy. In Korean, sometimes adjectives can function as verbs, so they can take the place of a verb in a sentence. You know that, right? Such as 좋아요. So 좋아요 looks like the verb, but it is actually adjective. But the root of 어때요 is a bit complicated. You don't have to study what I'm going to explain from now on, but I'm gonna do it anyways. 어때요 comes from 어떻다, which is not able to directly translate into English. It's very hard. The closest explanation would be that it's an adjective meaning how it is or how is it. 어때요 is derived from 어떻다. In conversation, the verb 어떻다 is not used directly, but is modified to 어때요 or 어떠세요 as an honorifics. 어떻다 is a short version of 어떠하다. The meaning is the same. Okay? Okay. In summary, we can make a formula here. How it is or how is it equal to 어떻다, 어떠하다, 어때요. Adjective. Got it? Okay, then let's try applying what we discussed earlier using former examples. Number 1. How can I get to the hospital? In this sentence, how is clearly used as an adverb. Since get is a verb in this sentence, the word how cannot be an adjective or a verb here. Therefore, you should use 어떻게 instead of 어때요 in this case. 어떻게 할 수 있다. 제가 가다. 병원에. If we put things together, how can you do it? 어떻게 병원에 갈 수 있어요? Or 병원에 어떻게 갈 수 있어요? Both are right because 어떻게 is an adverb, like I said. Then, how about number 2? Number 2, how was the trip from London to Seoul? In this case, the word how should be considered as an adjective because the verb in the sentence is the be verb, to be verb, and the answer to this question is an adjective. For example, the answer to this question could be good or not good. Adjective. So in this sentence, you should choose 어때요 as a how. What did I say earlier? In Korean, sometimes adjective can function as verb, right? So they can take the place of a verb in a sentence. Remember that, right? So 어때요? double shield 어요. 여행 런던에서 서울까지. So how can you put these pieces together? 런던에서 서울까지 여행 어땠어요? Got it? 건희쌤, why is the answer 어땠어요? Not 어때요? You know why? Be careful with verb tenses. Was is the past tense form of the verb be, to be verb, right? So 어땠어요 is the right translation for how was it. Practice. Okay, let's practice with other sentences. When I show you an English sentence, please try to make a Korean sentence based on it. Number 1. How do I eat a hamburger within a minute? So I'll give you some help here. To eat, 먹다. Within a minute, 1분 안에. How can you say it? You have 5 seconds. Done? The answer is 햄버거를 1분 안에 어떻게 먹어요? So in this case, you should use 어떻게. The verb eat was already there, so how is used as an adverb. Got it? Okay, so what about the second one? Number 2. How is the weather today? Weather, 날씨. Today, 오늘. You have 5 seconds. Done? The answer is 오늘 날씨 어때요? Because the question is asking about the adjective answer. The possible answer here is good, the adjective, right? So you should choose 어때요. Did you get the correct answer? Great! Okay, before we wrap it up, let me tell you something. When you study Korean, it's good to study grammar. I studied grammar when I was learning English too. However, the most important thing is that you speak for yourself. If you keep translating in your head, you can only speak slowly because it takes some time to translate, right? So understanding grammar is just the beginning. So now that you have understood 어떻게 and 어때요 today, so please find several examples on the website and read them out at least 5 times, right? So then I'm sure that 어떻게 and 어때요 will become yours. So it's really important, right? So I just want you to do that. Today, we checked out the difference between 어떻게 and 어때요. Thanks for watching it. And if you have any further questions, yeah, please let me know and leave them in the comments below. As I said, I always thank my students who give me great questions. That's it for today. Okay, see you next time. 안녕히 계세요.